And today we are on the Smart Creative Short series. Why creativity is the new currency. Money doesn't move the way it used to before now. Once upon a time, wealth was followed by having properties, wealth followed land. Then at some point, it started following machines. Then it later started following oil. But today, wealth follows ideas. And in this economy today, this is 2025, the fastest paid professionals aren't the ones with the longest of CVs. No, they are the ones who can turn thoughts into things. And today, we want to talk about how to actually unlock creativity as your new currency. I am Leslie Grace. Busy professionals unlock the small. What you want to do is to hit the subscribe button. Share should be here, and this conversation will be that you are here today. Wealth follows ideas. Ideas today. Oil, land, ideas today. Oil, land, and what it is today. Wealth follows ideas. That is the conversation for today. Now, let me paint this scenario for you. Imagine a YouTube streamer or YouTuber, call them a YouTuber, right? With a simple camera. Today, they earn more monthly than a manager with 2 degrees. Just because that YouTuber has an idea, something we are beginning to share on YouTube, for instance. Or let's say a designer with canvas skills. You can see that this person gets international contracts while another with certificates remain underemployed. He doesn't need another certificate. With his canvas skills, he's designing from his home. Guess what? He's designing from people all over the world. The difference, they learn to trade creativity like currency. The difference between that person who is doing what he's doing with Canva and the other guy who has so many degrees but has not gotten any certificate yet is what? They are treating creativity like currency. It will interest you to know that the creative market today, or what we'll call the creator economy today, is already worth over $250 billion. Yes. And that is way, 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 way much more than what it was less than 5 years ago. Like it has doubled the income, it has doubled the revenue that it was making less than 5 years ago. So creativity is no longer nice to have. In today's world, it is the cash flow system of today. It is the cash flow system of today. So we cannot downplay it. We cannot consider it as a nice to have, like some people would say. No, it's not that. It is something that is a must have. Creativity today is a must have. Now, I have explained a whole lot about what creativity is all about, but today I want to even go further. I want to go further and I want to explain to you that creativity is like electricity. Consider creativity like electricity. Once you learn to wire it, you can power anything. And I want that in the comment section, please. Creativity is like electricity. Because, people ask me this question. Today I was still in a conversation and someone asked me this question. What exactly is creativity? You see people who have ideas, people who have skills. I had a conversation with a Gen Zer today. She was born in 2006. She's 19, even though she looks a lot bigger than that. And she goes, I don't have any skill that I can turn into creativity. I'm like, what do you see? So, do you know why? Because there are a lot of people who think that this creativity thing is for some group of persons, is for a particular cadre of people. No. Creativity is like electricity. Just the way anybody can use it in any part of the world, that is how it works. Hello, Gift. It's so good to have you here. So, creativity is like electricity. Once you have learned to wire it, you can power anything. You can power anything from business to career to land to brands. Anything can be wired from it. I think it was on Saturday that I told us how the Harry Potter series was made. It was made by a single mom who was living on welfare in the UK. And from that state of being a single mom living on welfare, she was able to create the Harry Potter series. On this live, we also shared how it was Walt Disney who was fired. And guess why he was fired? They said he lacked imaginative skills. But that same person who was told such a thing was able to build what we now know as the Disney World. So creativity is like electricity. It can power anything. It can power literally anything. Once you have learned how to wire it, it can power your mind. It can power just the way your electricity powers every part of your house. Once you know how to wire it, it can power any aspect of your life. So that's how it works. That's how it works. So if you learn how to wire it, you have mastered it. But those who do not know how to wire it, guess what? They stay in the dark. They live in the dark. And of course, it's nobody's fault. They live in the dark and they keep complaining. They don't know what is going on with them. They see others who are able to navigate this and they begin to complain. But I want you to understand that creativity is like electricity. Do you know that the same electricity where you are that you are enjoying where you are now, in that very developed place that you are, guess what? This same electricity, if you take it to a rural area where the people have never seen electricity before, if you go there, you show them how to wire it, you wire that same system, it will power everybody there. I'm just trying to lay the foundation that electricity is the way it can favor anybody, the way it can be of utmost use to everybody all over the world. That is how it can be of utmost use to every human as well. It was Bezalel that the Bible in Exodus 31 says, God filled Bezalel with the spirit of wisdom, the spirit of understanding, the spirit of knowledge, and all kinds of skills to create. To create. His creativity became wealth for the nation. So you are like Bezalel. Don't read that part of the Bible and say, oh, that's Bezalel. No, you are like Bezalel. You are Bezalel today. And if you're just joining us, I hope you hit the subscribe button. I hope you hit the like button, share this live with someone that should be here. Just the way God filled him with wisdom, with knowledge, with everything that there is that is needed, that is how he has filled you with it today. What we want to talk about now is what intellectual capital really means in today's world. So understanding that you are like Bezalel means that you have what we call intellectual capital. So as opposed to people saying, you know what, I want to do business, but I lack the capital. You may lack the capital, but I hope you know that you do not lack intellectual capital. Intellectual capital is at your disposal. And intellectual capital is like crude oil. Untapped. If it's untapped, it sits under the ground. Unrefined. It just sits there. It's of no use. But guess what? The moment it gets tapped, it can power nations. The same crude oil, it can power nations. It can power nations. So that is what intellectual capital is. Now, what is intellectual capital actually? I want you to put in the comment section for me. I have intellectual capital. I have intellectual capital. Own it. Own it. Because since we began this creativity series, it's like some people are now thinking, oh, this creativity thing, I think it's when you have. Exactly. Thank you. I love it. I have intellectual capital. I will tap into it. Okay, so I think I'm going to write it this way. Thank you, Gifty, for that. Let's write it that way. I have intellectual capital. I will tap into it. I have intellectual capital. I will tap into it. Yes, I have intellectual capital. I will tap into it. So what is intellectual capital? Intellectual capital is the bank of ideas, knowledge, skills, and creativity you carry in your mind. Oh, thank you. I can see it in the comment section. What is intellectual capital? It is the bank of ideas, knowledge, skills, and creativity you carry in your mind. You carry in. That is why I said you are like Bezalel of today. So when you read that story, you're not thinking, oh, Bezalel had this power. He's the one that was giving wisdom. You are like him. You have intellectual capital. Your job is to tap into it. And your intellectual capital has to do with what? All of the skills, all of the ideas, all of the knowledge and creativity that you carry inside of you. That is what intellectual capital is. So intellectual capital is like crude oil, like I said before. If you do not tap into it, it just stays under the ground. But when it gets refined, when it gets tapped, when it gets worked on, guess what? It begins to power nations. This same crude oil that some people think it cannot do anything. This same crude oil, when we look into it, when we walk into it, it can power nations. What is intellectual capital? Intellectual capital is like Wi-Fi invisible. You know Wi-Fi, right? The one you're using now, the one I'm using now. That's what your intellectual capital is like. Your intellectual capital is like Wi-Fi. You know, Wi-Fi is invisible. You can't see it. You even cannot touch it, right? Mhm. Yet the whole house depends on it. Without it, every device is dead. Without it, every device is dead. Most of us will run. Like sometimes we have not eaten for the day, but the very money that we have, the first thing we want to do is to reload our Wi-Fi. Exactly. Thank you. You get it, ma'am. You get it. Egan says, my skill, my knowledge, all of that are part of my intellectual capital. Absolutely. That is correct. Now, it's like Wi Fi. Again, it's your mental bank account. Your intellectual capital is your mental bank account. And let me say this quickly. What determines what your bank account will say, basically, is your intellectual bank account. So when we say your intellectual capital, we're talking about your mental bank account. And it is your mental bank account that builds your actual physical bank account. Can I see mental bank account in the comment section? Mental bank account. So as opposed to thinking, I don't know why my account is saying this. My account is not really what I want to like or what I want to see. How about you tapping into your mental bank account? And this has nothing to do with skill. No, it has nothing to do with skill. If you read the story of some people, one of the favorite stories that I love is the story of Cosmos Maduka, Sir Cosmos Maduka. If you read his story, how he didn't even go to what you will call formal education before he started this business, and where Costaris Motors is now, you will know that mental bank account has nothing. It has nothing at all to do with going to school. So your mental bank account is the basic determinant factor for your actual physical bank account. Yes, yes, mental bank account. So your intellectual capital is your mental bank account. But let me tell you the truth, right? Some are overdraft users, some are millionaires. We all have mental bank accounts. But guess what? Some people are using it as if they are overdraft users. Whereas some people are millionaires. And whereas some other people are billionaires with their mental bank account. If you're in the WhatsApp group for people that are using it as an overdraft, that are overdraft users of their mental bank account, you need to leave that place. You need to change. And today is your changing day. Today is your deliverance day. All righty, let's continue. So you can, for instance, if you see a HR manager, for instance, take a HR manager, for instance, who starts a podcast on workplace culture and he begins earning from sponsorships. I can see your comment. You can imagine what that HR manager will be able to turn in. He decides to use what he has seen with workplace culture and he begins earning from sponsorships through his podcast. Today I saw someone who built a podcast and he said his podcast has become such a thing that it has started looking like his 9 to 5. Like he wakes up and goes to record and prepare for his podcast because the thing has caught so much fire that his listeners don't even give him a break. They're asking, he cannot even post it an hour late because they're coming for him. And I smiled when I saw it. For instance, an accountant who turns Excel expertise into a YouTube channel and monetizes the tutorials. If you're just joining us, it's so good to have you here. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. It's good to have you here. An accountant who decides to turn their Excel expertise into a YouTube channel and monetize the tutorials. Can you imagine what the person's mental bank account can actually do to effect changes on their actual bank account? Or even a lawyer who decides to turn their expressions into templates for startups and sells them online. I've seen a lawyer who did something about how startups can understand CAC registration of their business and all of that. Did it as a template, as a checklist, how to legalize your business as a beginner. And the checklist is selling massively. So your expressions, your experience, like I said, your expertise can be monetized. It can become an actual bank account for you. If you can tap into your mental bank account, it can produce for you in such a way that you never knew possible into an actual bank account system. All that Steve Jobs did, for instance, was that he turned design plus tech imagination. That was how Apple was built. Today, Apple is $1 trillion brand. But guess what Steve Jobs did? All he did was to do an addition of what he had in his intellectual capital, what he had in his mental bank account. They did an addition of his design skill plus tech imagination. Boom! Today we have Apple, $1 trillion brand. If you read books by Chimamanda Adichie, or you've read of her, or you've heard of her, you'll understand that all that Chimamanda did was to turn stories into intellectual exports. So it's not only physical things like what everybody will say, oh, can't we just produce something with our hands? That is creativity on one side. On the other side, there are people who are creating intellectual exports that are not actual physical products. For example, books by Chimamanda Adichie. She had turned her whole writing into intellectual exports, teaching the world African narratives. And it is selling globally, massively. Massively. Elon Musk used his knowledge of physics plus a vision, a creative ability to view into the future. And that's how Tesla came about. That's how SpaceX came about. I was looking at the wonders in China yesterday, and I saw some buildings that there was a particular skyscraper I saw. They named it after a Chinese name. I'm like, God, look at creativity. But these are people who are able to do what? Tap into their intellectual capital, tap into their mental bank account. Reports have shown that today, 85% of new jobs, 85% of new jobs are basically intellectual now. They are filled through showcasing expertise and thought, not traditional CVs. If you're able to transmit thought leadership, it will stand out for you even more than traditional CVs. The World Bank even noticed that intangible assets, you know what intangible assets are? You know what they are? Intangible assets. Please put it for me in the comment section. Intangible assets. Intangible assets include ideas, systems, brand, knowledge. All of that are intangible because all I'm talking about now, you can't touch it, right? If you're just joining us, hit the subscribe button. It's good to have you here. All right, we can't touch it. These are called intangible assets. But guess what the World Bank found? The World Bank found out that these intangible assets make up over 70% of modern wealth creation. Shocking, right? Shocking, shocking, shocking. When I saw these statistics a few days ago, I was like, what? Modern day wealth creation, 70%, scratch that. Over 70% of modern day wealth is made from intangible assets. Hey. So before you start estimating how much the world is worth or how much the nation you are is worth, I hope you know that over 70% of our wealth is from intangible assets. Somebody created a system. Somebody created ideas. Somebody brought out knowledge and it's selling. Over 70% of this world's wealth today is from intangible assets. So there's a lot of money to go around, right? That's why I said that your mental bank account is the major determinant for how much you actually make in your bank account. No matter how it is that the world seems or appears to be going, in quote, crazy, people still value intangible assets. That's what this showed me, though. When I saw this stats, I'm like, whoa, intangible assets are never going to go out of stock. Because if the world is making over 70% of its modern day wealth, then intangible wealth have come to stay. This is why It's Proverbs that said that a man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men. Proverbs 18:16. Now let me see intellectual capital. It is that gift. It is that gift. When you package it, it opens doors resumes cannot. If you're just joining us, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It's good to have you here. Mixed up. Now we're talking about intellectual capital, right? Now that you're understanding what it is, let me explain to you what it is not. So we don't get it mixed up. Are we ready? If you're ready, let me see in the comment section. Ready, 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 ready. This is sounding like a masterclass, right? Yes, yes, yes. We do not come careless when we come for our life. We take them as a mission, as an assignment that we've been given. So we get ready for every live session like this. Yes, let me see more ready, ready, ready in the comment section. If you're just joining us, hit the subscribe button. It's so good to have you here. Today, we're talking about your intellectual capital and how, yes, thank you, I can see it. Now, 3 things intellectual capital is not. If you're just joining us, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. You will love it being here. Number 1, intellectual capital is not just education. Put it for me in the comment section. Number 1, it is not just education. It is not just education. See, let me say this. Degrees don't guarantee creativity. Yes, thank you. I can see it. Intellectual capital is not just education. Degrees do not guarantee creativity. No, they don't. No, they don't. Many first-class graduates are unemployed. I hope you're aware. While there are creators everywhere that are thriving, most of those creators came out with a third class. Most of them came out with a not so good degree. So intellectual capital is not just education. So that you don't stay in a place where you're thinking, this thing they're talking about, are you sure it's not for people that have a first class? How? How is it for people that have a first class? I saw somebody who packaged Gary flakes, for instance, with creativity, packaged it very well. Oh, Gary, by the way, is one of our African food. And he packaged it in a way that it's looking like cereal. Off the table cereal, something you can easily make and eat, right? As opposed to you have to use hot water and make it, and it's a lot more into processing that way. But this one, the person made it in a way that it's easier. You can have it like a cereal. Nobody's asking for that person's degree. Is anybody asking? So it's not just education at all. If you're just joining us, hit the subscribe button. It's so good to have you here. Hit the like button as well. So it doesn't equate it. Degrees don't guarantee employment. No, they don't. No, they don't. Degrees don't guarantee creativity. No. I have seen too many people who do not possess a degree. For instance, the person I mentioned, Cosmos Maduka. Sir Cosmos Maduka did not have a degree, the way we think it, before he started his journey into the business world. And see how much he has created. Today, Costaris Motors is amazing, doing amazing right there. Number 2, what intellectual capital is not. If you're just joining us, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It's such an honor to have you here. What intellectual property is not. Number 2, it is not raw talent alone. It is not raw talent alone. So you know that old saying, talent is not enough, right? Talent is actually not enough. Talent is actually not enough. They are correct. They are 1,000,000% correct, in fact. I see. So don't think that intellectual property is raw talent. It is not. Let me see in the comment section. It is not raw talent alone. It is not raw talent alone. Now, unharnessed talent is wasted potential. When you have not harnessed your talent, it is a wasted potential because you do not even know the capacity, what it possesses, what it can cost for you. So it is not raw talent alone. I'm giving you the 3 things intellectual capital is not. Number 1, I said it is not just education. No. Number 2, it is not raw talent alone. Number 3, it is not limited to creative industries. I do not know where people get this from. They think that creativity is about artisanship, it's about artists, it's about musicians, it's about people who draw and paint. No. So it is not to creative industries alone. Every profession has monetizable ideas. Can you put that for me in the comment section? Every profession has monetizable ideas. Every single profession. If you're in the profession of hair making, there's monetizing ideas there. If you're in the profession of cooking, oh, by the way, it was Hilda Bassi that monetized the idea of cooking in such a way that she built a beautiful system that runs her good money. Yes. So every single profession has monetizable ideas. Don't keep yourself in a space where you're thinking, no, there's some ideas that can be monetized and some cannot. No. Every single idea has monetizable, every single profession, I beg your pardon, has monetizable ideas. From medicine to engineering to teaching to hair making to cooking to everything has monetizable ideas. My question for you is, what is sitting in your intellectual bank account right now that you haven't yet withdrawn into value? If you don't mind sharing, you can share in the comment section. Let me see how I can help you. What is that intellectual bank account, that thing that is in your intellectual bank account right now that you haven't yet withdrawn into value, that you haven't yet transferred into actual bank account value? Answer this question for me in the comment section. What is in your intellectual bank account that you haven't yet withdrawn from? You haven't yet been able to withdraw it in such a way that it is improving. It is showing and being evident in your actual bank account. What is it? What is it? Okay, now that you have identified it, let me share with you 3 shifts you must make. 3 shifts you must make to be able to tap into that thing that you have in your intellectual bank account so that you can move it to your actual bank account. If someone says my hairstyling skills, great. Your hairstyling skill can be monetized into several ideas. Yes, it can. It can. That is why the Smart Creating Lab is for you. It is in the Smart Creating Lab that will give you frameworks, systems to actually put this into actual bank account systems that you'll be able to withdraw value from. So, but while you're here, let me now give you 3 shifts you can make to be able to turn that into something that can improve your actual bank account. Shift number 1. Shift number 1. Are you ready? Are you ready? If you're ready, let me see ready in the comment section. Ready, 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 ready. Let me give you the 3 shifts that you need to be able to turn your ideas into actual monetizable ideas. Turn your profession into actual monetizable ideas. If you're joining us, hit the subscribe button. It's so good to have you. Hit the like button. Share this live with someone that should be here. 3 shifts every professional must make if they want to turn their profession into monetizable ideas. Number 1, shift from consumer to creator. Shift from consumer to creator. See, this economy, before I say this, put in the comment section for me. Shift from consumer to creator. I hope you know that every time you write, you are pushing that information closer to long-term memory. Every time you write, you are pushing the information you have closer to long-term memory. When we say write, it's actually for you. You rarely forget what you wrote down. Remember that saying that you heard when you were growing up? Now the shortest pencil is sharper than the longest brain. Yes. So that's why we keep saying put in the comment section. It's actually for your good. So number 1 is shift from consumer to creator. If you're just joining us, it's good to have you here. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. It's good that you are here. Shift from consumer to creator. The economy, this economy, wherever the nation you are in right now, let me let you know that the economy today does not reward consumption. It rewards creation. It does not reward consumption. It rewards creation. Life's economy, the world's economy, please write it down for me. The world's economy rewards creation. The world's economy rewards, no matter the part of the world that you are in right now. The system where you find yourself is actually a system that rewards creation, not consumption. Oh, hit the subscribe button if you're just joining us now. It's good to have you here. Hit the like button as well. So, Two professionals, for instance, both scroll LinkedIn daily. One posts nothing, the other one share insights, build a following, learns consulting gigs, same app, different results. So as opposed to the other person going on LinkedIn to go and consume what others are doing. Oh, by the way, there are two kinds of people on the streets of social media. Two kinds. They are creators and they are consumers. And if you are not doing one, you are doing the other. You are either consuming or you are creating. If all the time you come for social media, there's something you are posting that is blessing someone somewhere, you are a creator. But if all you do is sit down 1 hour, you're on the social media from one platform to another, you are a consumer. You are not a creator. So the first shift you want to make, if you want to turn your profession into monetizable ideas, is to do what? Shift from consumer to creator. If you're just joining us, it's so good to have you here. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It's amazing that you are here. I'm talking about the 3 shifts you can make to turn your knowledge into monetizable idea. I said number 1, you have to shift from consumer to creator. Welcome in here. Consumers eat the bread, creators bake it. Yeah. Put it for me in the comment section. Creators bake the bread. Consumers eat the bread. Consumers eat the bread. Creators bake it. Yes. Yes. The baker always earns more. I hope you know. The bread you ate this morning for breakfast, do you know how richer you just made the baker? The baker always earns more. So write that for me in the comment section. Consumers eat the bread. Creators always earn more. Sorry about that. Thank you. I hope you realize that the first revelation of God, of Himself to this world, God revealed Himself first as a creator. No, He didn't reveal Himself as a father. Interestingly, no. His first revelation was creator because creation attracts resources. It was when He revealed Himself as a creator that the resources to create this world, including you and I, became available, became possible to be seen. And that is why, until you actually get to understand and have a revelation that you're a creator, you have a limitation of resources at your reach. Now, that's what the Smart Creative Shop Breakthrough is all about. I want every single professional's eye to be open to the revelation that you're a creator. God's first revelation of Himself to this world was that He was a creator. Because with creation, that is how you attract resources. If you're just joining us, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It's good to have you here. Now, my question for you is, where have you been a consumer? Where? Where have you been more of a consumer than a creator in your career? You've been on a career for the past 10, 15 years. Are you a consumer in that space or a creator? That's a question to answer. If you're just joining us, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It's so good to have you here. So the first shift you should make before you can be able to monetize that your knowledge into monetizable ideas is the shift from consumer to creator. Shift number 2, from skill to solution. Put it for me in the comment section. Yes, I have skill. Team, I have skill. I have skill. Please put it for me in the comment section. From skill to solution. You need to shift from skill to solution. Team, I have skill. You don't understand it. I have 6 skills. I can bake, I can cook, I can fry, I can make chops, I can farm, I can make hair. You have 5 skills. Some of you even have 6, 8, 10 skills. It's time for you to shift from skills to solution. Yes, because skills are not enough. Having skills is still having raw talent. You must be able to move that skill to solution. People don't pay for skills, they pay for solutions. How much will you pay a farmer? A farmer that has farming skill, how much can you pay the farmer? How much? How much? But how much will you pay the guy who is solving food problem? Somebody has come into the market space and the person understands, okay, this particular African food is not always on supply. They lack it, and you are solving that problem. Before they will lack it, you have created a system where you can produce gari, let's say gari, for instance, African food. You can produce it every month. It is available, it's accessible. Healthy, special kind. Who will be paid more? Please let me know in the comment section. The farmer or the one who is producing this food and put it in a way that it can be available all times. Who? The farmer or the vendor? Let me know in the comment section, please. The farmer or the vendor? The manufacturer? Of course, the manufacturer. Why? Because people don't pay for skills. Skills don't earn too much. It's solution. So carry your farming skill and go and find a way to manufacture food. Provide it for people. I'm just using that as an example. Let me give you another skill. I can make hair. I can make hair. That is my skill. Between you and a company that produces wigs or human hair, who earn more? Are you seeing? Skill to solution. Shift from skill to solution. I am an accountant. I have an accounting skill. Someone else is an accountant. The person says, okay, people have problem identifying what they can do with their shares. People have a problem identifying how to buy shares. They don't know how. Then I can create a template and tell you with 5,000 naira monthly, these are the shares you can buy. And I sell that template, that guide, that checklist. Who will make more money? Skill is not enough. In fact, I dare say that skill is raw talent. I just don't hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button as well. It's so good to have you here. But you know, with solution, you can make more money because people don't pay for skills, people pay for solution. Can I see that in the comment section? People don't pay for skills, people pay for solutions. People pay for solutions. People don't pay for skill, they pay for solutions. Oh, I can take good pictures. And while you are taking good pictures, the guy who can put those pictures in frames will earn more than you. Yes. Yes. Because for the person who took the pictures, a frame of themselves is more of a solution. Yeah, because they want to see themselves. They have that problem of wanting to see themselves or memories of their life in a frame. So the person who actually makes those frames will make more money. Again, skill is limited. Solution is what you should shift to. A teacher with 20 years classroom experience works and earns a salary. Another one turns it into an online 30-day reading challenge. Who will earn more, please? Who will earn more? The one who has I have 20 years teaching skill. The other one turns it into a 30-day reading challenge for kids. And even in weekend, it does weekend, 2-day weekend challenge for kids. Who will earn more? Let me know in the comment section, please. I'm opening your eyes so that you can shift from skill to solution. It's after shifting from consumer to creator, the second shift you must make is to shift from skill to solution. Yes, thank you. The online tutor, of course. The online tutor, of course. Let me say this. Skills are like tricks. They're like bricks. Skills are bricks. Solutions are houses. Put it for me in the comment section. Skills are bricks. Solutions are houses. Solutions are houses, whereas skills are what? Bricks. You know, it was like Joseph in Egypt. One thing you need to understand that bricks have weight, houses have value. Yeah. Which will be more expensive? Let me even know in the comment section. Bricks or houses, which will be more expensive? You know, bricks, what they used to build houses. Between bricks, let's say a stack of bricks and a house, fully built house, which will be more expensive, bricks or houses? It's like the guy selling oranges and the person selling orange juices. Who earns more? Of course, the orange juice maker. Why? The orange juice maker is not giving you skills. He's not showing you have skill to plant orange, and when I plant this orange, the orange will come out sweet. That is skill. Solution is I make orange juices because it's a problem. So many people actually want to take more help. Oh, by the way, I saw an associate of mine, someone I know, who is doing natural juices. So she has a system where her natural juices are available for sale 247 natural, even though you order at night. People are thinking creative. People are thinking creative. Don't be left out. She now created a bundle. A bundle. While others are doing bundle of book, I want to do book 16 guides in one I created. Good. She made her transfer. That's why I said the smart creating lab, whatever it is that is your skill, it can be turned to a solution. It's not about books alone. She created a bundle. In that bundle, there's parfait, there are different kinds of juices. She even have drinks for skin, drinks for better hair growth, drinks for glow skin. She gave them different names, of course. And then she put it in a bundle such that you must buy it all. Because you will see yourself needing the one for glow skin. You will see yourself needing the parfait. You will see yourself needing the one for different things. And it was beautiful to see. How creative. While someone else is saying, I know how to make parfait, I have the skill. She has created a solution. Shift from skill to solution. Skills are bricks, but guess what? Solutions are houses. And I asked the question, which has more value? Houses or bricks? Houses or bricks? Houses or bricks? You know, like Joseph in Egypt. Joseph did not just do, oh, thank you. Like I said in the comment section, houses. Houses. Joseph did not just interpret dreams. If Joseph had just interpreted dreams, that would be skill. And trust me, they would have sent him back to prison. At least that's how I thought when I read that story first time. I felt like this guy took a risk. He took a risk because if you hadn't given us the right solution to those problems, back to base, back to the prison. I know that would have been more painful because he had now come out and you are seeing the palace. Why are you sending me back? If you're just joining us, hit the subscribe button. It's so good to have you here. Hit the like button as well. But guess what? Joseph did not just give interpretation. What he gave was a 14-year famine strategy solution. Come on now. That's what Joseph gave. A 14-year solution plan for managing famine. So the reason he was made prime minister wasn't for the skill of dreams interpretation. No, sir. No. What he got was the result, the reward for providing a 14-year famine strategy. Let me ask you a question. What problem could your skill solve if packaged differently? You need to write this question down in your notes. You don't need to put it down here. But write this somewhere you can see it and ask yourself, what problem can my skill solve if packaged differently? Shift number three. Shift number three. Shift from local market to global market. You know, there's one thing I always say to smart speakers. Hey, shout out to smart speakers all over the world. Yeah. I always say to smart speakers that the world is their stage. So, dear professional who wants to create, you that wants to come and join the Smart Creating Lab, before you come in there, shift from local market to global market. Creativity pays most when you step beyond your street. Please put it for me in the comment section. Creativity pays most when you step beyond your streets. When you step beyond your street, you are still thinking skill because you are just in your street. So that's why you think I can make people's hair on my streets. When you start thinking solution, you will think of how that thing can scale beyond your street. Creativity pays more when you think beyond your street. Put that for me in the comment section. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. It's so good to have you here. Creativity pays more when you think, when you step beyond your streets. For instance, earning 20,000 naira locally is not the same as earning $200 internationally for the same work. Can you see? Can you see? If you're just joining us, hit the subscribe button. We're talking about tapping into your intellectual capital, creativity. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It's so good to have you here. Thank you. So it's different. How much you earn in your currency in your space is different from how much you will earn in dollars for the same work. Someone who makes your hair and you pay the person 800 naira. Someone makes hair and the person is paid $800. Is it the same thing? Is it the same thing? Let me know in the comment section, please. This is how you start thinking beyond local market to global market spaces. Thank you. Obviously not. Creativity is water. Creativity is like water. Let me explain this. Creativity is like water. And I hope you hit the subscribe button. You hit the like button too. It's good that you are here. Creativity is like water. In a cup, it's limited. In a river, it's abundant. Put that for me in the comment section. Creativity is like water. In a cup, it's limited. In a river, it is abundant. So when you shift from thinking local market to global market, you are moving from using water at the cup level to the river level where it is overflowing. Where it is overflowing, it is now limitless, it is now boundless. Shift from local market to global market. I want to believe that you've hit the subscribe button. I want to believe that you've hit the like button. Stay on here. It's so good to have you here. Creativity is always expanded with a global mindset. What platform could expand your creativity to a global audience now? Think about it. You know, it was the Bible that says you do not light a candle and put it under the bushel. How are we going to see it? I'm talented, I'm skilled, I have it. You are putting it under the bushel. We can't see you. Now, I want to show you a few opportunities where untapped opportunities most professionals are leaving on the table. I'm going to show you a few opportunities that are untapped by professionals today. Are you ready? That's where I will end today's live with. So that you can see some opportunities that can help you to start thinking, oh, there are things I can do with what it is that I have now. Number one opportunity, digital products. Digital products. They put it for me in the comment section. This is one opportunity that professionals have not been able to see. And I hope that, like earlier I've mentioned today, that the World Bank has found out that intangible products make about 70% of the world's entire income today. So you need to pay attention and understand that digital products are a key part of that 70% the World Bank is referring to. Digital products. Take, for instance, a lawyer creating downloadable contracts. Yes. Whereas another lawyer is waiting for one client that will come, you not sign contracts. After that, it's taking days. Somebody can create downloadable contracts. You don't know how exactly. Put in the comment section. We'll give you access to the Smart Creating Lab. Yeah, that's where you learn how. We created the Smart Creating Lab as a 3-day virtual classroom where professionals will be taught how to monetize their experience, their expertise, and their expressions. As opposed to a lawyer waiting for each client, you can create downloadable contracts. See, global e-learning market is it can't see, we can't stifle it. We can't even measure it. The global e-learning market, we cannot measure it. Guess what? By 2030, it's been projected that the global e-learning market will be over $399 billion. Did you hear that? That is $400 billion in 2030. Global e-learning has come to stay. Take, for instance, from wherever you are now, you're watching this live. That's global e-learning. Yep. But some people don't even know where to begin. How do I know what to say today, say tomorrow, say next? What do I know? How do I know how to organize it? Where do I even start from? Exactly. You are the one that the Smart Creating Lab was created for. You see the $400 billion that they're projecting for 2030, you have a portion in it and you need to seize it. If you're just joining us, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It's good to have you here. So that's opportunity number one that you need to take advantage of. Opportunity number two, content as currency. Content as currency. Content as currency. Building authority through content. Now, if you're joining us, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It's good that you're here. Now, let me see in the comment section, content as currency. Content as currency. You're just joining us, hit the subscribe button. So good to have you here. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It's amazing to have you here. Thank you for joining us today. Content as currency. Content as currency. Thank you. I can say it in the comment section. Have you hit the subscribe button? Have you hit the like button? So good to be here. Stay here. Let's talk. Building authority through podcasts, newsletters, blogs, name it. For example, medical doctor building a YouTube brand on health tips. You know some of them, I don't want their names. There are some that are doing quite amazing, talking about health tips every day. See, content is the seed. But you know what? You know what? Consistency makes it a tree. And this is where professionals struggle. How do I build my content into consistency? Today we had an interesting team members meeting today at the Smart Speakers Academy. And what every team member, so we usually have these conversations and all of that. And what literally every member was talking about